welcome back, my man Romain. It is right now at 6 in the evening in African time. Right now, I think in India it is around 9 o'clock in the night.
Seeing a multitude of things as far as this country compared to the United States. Like how me and you were just talking about how you would see people out here making their own jobs and they're actually walking down the street selling things, or they're just standing in the street selling things such as shoes, belts. I actually saw somebody with windshield wipers just walking in the middle of the street, and I thought that was pretty cool because it's like he's going to find a way to make some money. It really brought something to my thought process, like many people should be able to do this. There shouldn't be any type of bums, any type of homeless. And there are too many homeless people that I've seen out here as well. As far as something that you can bring to the table from a different, let's just say the United States, I would say if there was someone that had a way to bring a better internet connection out here, that would be something that the African people would definitely benefit from. I believe I shared this idea with you where you can find a way to actually like distill the seawater in order for it to be able to be drinkable. Like, it doesn't make sense for Africa to have so many water problems. And then y'all sitting here with this immense water source and you can't do anything with it. Now, what I'm telling you about right now, I believe Saudi Arabia is already doing it because they have that same issue where they don't have any drinkable water, but they are right now distilling salt water in order for it to be able to be drunk.
So the first time when you shared that idea of distilling water, taking out the salt from water, then making it a good water for people to drink, I love that idea, and thank you for sharing that idea with me on my YouTube channel. So it's a great opportunity for any African person who is able to distill water. That's the process of taking out salt from water, then making it for business. So what other business ideas have you just seen in Africa, different from the United States here in Africa? What other business opportunities perhaps you've been seeing which can convince a person perhaps to make his journey from the United States to Africa, or from Africa to the United States?
I would say hydroponics. Hydroponics can be very, very big out here. Just off the strength that hydroponics is used for agriculture, cultivating different types of vegetables, fruits, and whatnot. But also in the same process of you doing cultivation and agriculture, you're growing your own fish, you're growing your own food supply, whether it's fish or vegetables. So with all of this, like, this is a very, very good area where you will be able to get that type of exposure to other people, to where you will be able to better yourselves in Africa or Tanzania just in general, because that is something that people are, they say they're scarce of food here, scarce of fish, and stuff like that, but it's really,
I want to ask you something. How do YouTubers pay taxes in the United States? How do YouTubers pay taxes? And with those opportunities that you've spoken, perhaps distilling water here in Africa, you have to pay taxes to the government, carrying out such a thing. We YouTubers are supposed to pay taxes. So in the United States, how are people who are coming to invest, who are coming from other nations, how are their tax systems? How do the United States people pay their taxes?
I can't tell you how YouTubers pay taxes, but I can tell you anybody in the United States has to pay taxes.
Yes, let's share how anyone pays taxes in the United States. You people, how do you pay your taxes to the government? Are they expensive? Are they high?
Yes, they can be high depending on the area that you live in. Of course, that's the same thing as what's going on here. Say like in my area in Chicago, the taxes there, depending on if you own your house or not, could be somewhere between $3,000 to $5,000 like a year, I would believe. As far as somebody owning an apartment or somebody renting an apartment, they don't necessarily pay taxes on it. They just pay their just dues with the apartment, which an apartment could be anywhere now between $900 to like $1,500 for one bedroom.
And I shared with you that here in Africa we don't pay that much rent for the land. Once you bought the land, have your house there, it's not that much expensive to pay for that mortgage for the land. So continue welcoming people to the United States. So what are you trying to exchange with us according to the youth, perhaps the youth in the United States? What age do the youth in the United States move from their parents and start depending on themselves? What age do the youth in the United States move out, start looking for money, working independently, not depending on parents? At what age do the youth in the United States move out and start making their own money?
Well, just like here, the youth can vary from 14 to 18. So between the ages of 14 to 18, like somebody young is probably trying to find a way to make some money. Because
14 to 18, a person can rent a house in the United States?
No. Not as far as renting a house. I mean, 18 you can. At the age of 18, yes you can.
At the age of 18, you can move and start living alone in the United States?
Yes, you can. Now, when you're 14, of course, you're going to be living with someone else. Like between the ages of 14 and 16, I have seen some 16-year-olds with their own established place, but that's very rare because you don't get that all the time because some people don't have that type of mentality, and then some people just can't make it on their own.
So my subscribers, there is something that I want to share with you before I tell you to subscribe, comment, share my videos. In this interview, something that I've enjoyed: at 18 years of age in the United States, a youth is able to move out and rent his own room. My dear, here in Africa, for a youth to start renting, I think it is around 25 years of age, because when you start counting down the ages and the timetable for finishing up school or university and start renting or moving out from money, if someone is not employed, you must first make it at least 25, then move out and make your life. So something I want to share with you again: in Africa, that's something that is different from the United States. I think in the United States, how do you people get married? What's the connection when it comes to the culture of making a family, getting married? How does it go in the United States? I want to share with you, even in Africa, the processes of marriage. How does that sound in your country?
The way or the culture of getting married in the United States is completely different from here. Like here, you guys still pay what's called dowry.
Dowry. Mahali. They call it mahali in Kiswahili.
Mahali.
Yes,
Okay.
we pay mahali.
Mahali
It
or dowry.
can be cattle, it can be money, it can be anything that the parents of the girl that we request for. Then how is it in the United States? For example, a person from the United States may be wanting to marry in Africa. He is in love with an African girl. I'm going to share with you, like I just said, that you need to pay mahali, you need to take cattle to the family. How does it work in the United States? Share with us.
In the United States, it doesn't work quite like that. Like in the end, like the tradition is supposed to be that I believe the father of the bride, and don't quote me on this because I'm not exactly sure, I'm not married. I believe the father of the bride is supposed to pay for the wedding, but at the same time, like sometimes that gets changed up. But really, as long as the man is able to court the woman properly, then they are able to go ahead and get married. Everybody has a party, and then you just are married.
So it is all about the daddy of the husband is supposed to pay. The daddy of the wife
Is supposed to pay
is supposed to pay for the wedding.
for the wedding. Yes.
That's ridiculous, man. I'm giving you my girl and I'm paying for the party.
Well, the way that I would think about it is, okay, I'm giving you my girl, I'm giving you my daughter. Now, I'm going to make sure that you guys have an awesome party. Now it's up to you to maintain taking care of it.
That's something I would like to happen in my life. I want married, you're paying dowry for me. That's something. So I've just asked you that question because here in Africa, very many youth, once we get to the stages of depending on ourselves, we want to marry, we want to have family, because life in Africa is scheduled in 3 types of timetable. You're born, gone to school, have a family, fall sick, then you die. We don't have another timetable like exploring the world, moving around the world, doing such YouTube stuff. We don't have that kind of life, man. So I just asked something that is basic. So when a lot of youth get into that spa, when you are supposed to to marry, when you're supposed to be in a relationship, the first thing you think about is dowry. So that's why when a youth in Tanzania wants to marry, the first thing you think of in your head is the dowry, and it depends on the quality of the family. That's what I'm sharing with you. Once the family is rich, the dowry will also be plentiful, a lot of money. So you find girls from rich families hang out with boys from rich families. We boys from poor families, we hang out with poor girls from our poor families because we can't afford the dowries. Right? So I think that things should change. People should lead their hearts to love. But I think also in the United States, someone cannot marry a poor guy.
That's true. Like no woman wants any type of guy that has no money. So that's in any country. that's basics for any woman, any man. You're always going to need some type of money, some type of finances to be able to support your family and your wife. So no woman from upper class is really going to be able to marry someone with no money. I mean, sometimes you might have that true love story where somebody who's rich falls in love with somebody who's poor just because of who they are, but that's really for the movies.
Thank you very much. We have shared a lot of things in our interview, but let's stick to our families. Let's complete there. To our families and the whole thing of traveling, because if you would have not traveled to Africa, perhaps we would have not met. So I just want to know and learn. How is your family right now? How are they contacting you? Are they telling you? What are they worried of? When they call you, what do they tell you?
My family pretty much tells me to have a good time when I'm out here. They worry about me sometimes, like how we just completed our journey from Arusha back to here, and then while I was out there, I didn't have any type of internet. So they're sending me all different types of messages through WhatsApp, trying to figure out, hey, what's going on? What you doing? Like, send me some pictures, stuff like that. But once I got here and I was able to let them know that I was fine with everything, they pretty much calmed down, and then they saw the pictures, and then they're still just in wow and awe of everything that I'm seeing.
I just want you to read down the messages of a person who was very worried. Perhaps the most worried one when you opened your internet today, when you Wi-Fi'd your phone. Get your phone and read me the messages of a person who was super worried amongst all the people. And who is that? Just give him a shout out on our interview.
Let's just see. My dad's name is Grover, right? So he contacted me today or a few days ago.
So your dad was the most worried person on the boy of 35 years, man. That's love. That's different from Africa. If you don't have a good connection with your father, at the age of 35, he can never even call you. The man of 35 years old, you will call when you're free, you will call when you're ready. So that's a lot of love. What was he saying? Read us the text, share us with the text in the interview.
So pretty much he was saying like, hey man, what's going on? It's nice to see you. I love the pictures that you sent me the last time, but I'm just trying to see what you're doing right now. I haven't heard from you in a few days. Love, Dad. That's pretty much it.
Thank you. Then how did you reply?
I replied with more pictures and just told them that I was good with everything. And I was showing them the pictures of Kilimanjaro and Moshi and everything that I saw while I was there, and the youth and everything. Like I got pictures of me, I took pictures of the two guys that I was with, and they had like youth coming from school. And like that's pretty much the things that I shared with them.
So thank you very much. Thank you for the daddy of Mr. Roman. We are hanging out an interview with Mr. Roman in Dar es Salaam. You still remember the name of this place? The name of this place, the first place that you slept when you stepped your feet in Dar es Salaam. You still remember it?
It's the Holiday Inn in Kisutu, city center of Dar es Salaam.
Thank you very much. He still remembers that he was at Kisutu when the first time he stepped his feet in Dar es Salaam. So I think it is getting around 6:30. Our vlog interview is getting to the end. We have had the family talk. We have had all the inspiration that can make someone travel from United States to Africa. You people come, comment, share, subscribe to my account. You're going to meet very many people. I'm going to be making videos about very many things on the nature, the culture of Africa. My name is Yusuf. I go by the name You Comes African on my YouTube channel. So continue subscribing, sharing all that love. Thanks to my girl, my cameraman Ray from Arusha. She's super cool. So the video of today has been shot by her. She's called Ray from Arusha, and she's my first worker. Say something for her.
I would say Ray that is a excellent camera person right now. She's doing everything that she's supposed to do, and she's on point with everything right now. So big up to her.
So it's now 6:30. We're going to be ending our vlog. We're going to be walking down. She's going to be like shooting us for the last time. We have heard a lot. If there's something that I've left out, I think we'll be speaking it the next time we make a vlog, because after this interview, I'm going to be traveling tomorrow to Arusha, but when I come back, I think my man Roman, we are going to meet again for a vlog. I'm going to take you, perhaps, let me share, if God wishes, I'm going to take you the place I set my feet the first time I was entering the restaurant.
Okay. I don't have any problem with that. Where was it?
At Mbezi.
In Mbezi.
Yes.
Mbezi Beach.
Yeah, not in Mbezi Beach. I could not afford living at Mbezi Beach, man. It's not Mbezi Beach. I cannot afford living at Mbezi Beach. Even right now I'm employed, I still live at Mbagala. I always like places that low cost, the foods are affordable.
Okay.
What can you share? The places perhaps in the United States that are having low prices of a person to live, and you told me you're living right now in Chicago and you're shifting to St. Petersburg. Share that place with me.
Pittsburgh. I'm shifting to Pittsburgh.
You're shifting to?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. What is so special about Pittsburgh compared to Chicago?
I mean, compared to Chicago, Pittsburgh has lower rent prices, that's for sure.
Low rent prices, like me living in Bagala because of low rent prices. Another thing you can share about the local streets in America, streets that have low prices of food, perhaps an African can travel and live in.
I would say, well, like I was telling you earlier, like in Chicago, you have different restaurants that you could just go to just about on every street corner.
What's the population of Chicago? Because Dar es Salaam, we are around, with the last count up of people, the census that passed, we are around 5 million people here in Dar es Salaam. What's the population in Chicago?
I mean, don't get me...
you don't count census in the United States?
We count census in the United States, it's just I don't really pay attention.
How much time do you spend counting from one census to another? Because here it is almost 10 years. How about in the
Same thing. It's about 10 years. Yeah.
So the last time you counted the people, estimate around how many people do live in Chicago?
I would say at least 20 million.
20 million people in Chicago.
That's what I want to say, but like I said, don't give me the line because I'm not very sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people put it like that.
Like I just said, estimate for me the population. I just get, so it's around it's around 5 times the population of Dar es Salaam. I can't wait one day in my life vlogging in Chicago in the United States. That would be my dream come true. So the last thing, perhaps not the least, because when we're making an interview, we always like to collect the basic information. So, Mr. Roman, the last thing I want to ask, have you ever been in any trouble in the United States, perhaps? Have you ever been in any police station in the United States? Share that with me as the last thing.
So I've never been locked up and put in jail.
You've never been locked up or put in jail?
Right, so I have had to go down to police stations for like speeding tickets, or like I ended up just being drunk and then they just threw me in a cell for a night or something like that, and then they let me out the next day. Other than that, no. I haven't had that real experience to be locked up.
So apart from that, you've never gone to jail or nothing?
No.
Thank you very much, my man, for not going to jail till now. Something very pretty beautiful. When you're youth in your life, and I'm telling this to my subscribers, try to escape jail. Jail will not make you free. Jail will destroy your mind. Jail will perish all of the life that you've always been thought about. So if you want to become a YouTuber like me, if you want to become a traveler like Mr. Roman, I recommend you to watch the videos from Mr. Prince EA. That person is a public speaker and he's making YouTube videos and he's a YouTube star. perhaps you've been watching his videos, you've been on his pages. That's the person who is inspiring me, Prince EA from the United States. So what can you speak on my YouTube channel? It's not a question. What can you just feel like speaking to my fans? It's around 6:36, and I'm sure we have completed our vlog and a good time. Thank you. Welcome, and conclude what you want to speak on my YouTube channel. I advise you to become a YouTuber like me because you socialize a lot, but that I'll put it in a vlog. That thing of loving you to be a YouTuber like me, I'll just put down it on the vlog for the next another day. But today, on my interview, what do you like to complete up? Today is your day to be interviewed. I just want you to speak your vision in Africa, anything you thought for Africa. Your minds for the first time you thought about coming to Africa. You're welcome, Mr. Roman.
So when I first came to Africa, I was coming here just to find culture, peace, and you could say love as well. And now that I'm out here and I've experienced the culture, I've talked to many people, I've seen different lands, different places, different cities, regions inside of Tanzania. Like, I would really like to be able to have my own house and business out here at some point in time, because this is a place that I would definitely plan on coming back to. Africa is more than what people make it seem to be, and it is a place where I would say plenty of people need to visit.
Thank you very much, my man Roman. I think you've heard him very well. We had an interview here at Kisutu Costa, having the nature and seeing around all those people. I think you can just see around all those people. People are just seated having their good time. Thanks to my baby girl, my cameraman, my camera girl. She's really doing her job. Right now it is around 6:38. We are completing down our vlog. We are completing down our interview. I just recommend you to go and watch all the videos down there. We are doing this for you. We are making these videos for you. So man, for the last time, I want to shake your hand and thank you for all the shit you've been doing for me. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to Africa anytime you feel like. Thank you, my subscribers. Continue viewing, chilling down, putting down the comments, doing anything you could do on my YouTube channel. I hope and love to see you with another person, another interview, another vlog. What can you say? What are you going to say for the last time?
This guy, good guy, man. I met him on the train and we just started talking and we ended up like becoming good friends right now. That's exactly why I'm doing this video interview for him. So I really like him a lot. I hope that he continues to do everything that he's doing. I hope that he continues to bring you guys good content.
Thank you very much. I do love and appreciate the player that he has given me. So you guys, I love you. I have no much to say. See you in another video. Bye. Johar, Jisanamko, Mambo Vipi, Asante Sana. Bye.